Good evening. It is Monday, February 13th, and I am videoing the results of yesterday's work, which was day 9 of built-in aquarium build. And tomorrow is actually our 1-month anniversary of the start of this. We started demolition in this area on January 14th. And so I'm quite pleased with the results of what we've done on a weekend of Saturday and Sundays, essentially. As you can see, we have added 220 pounds of live rock that has been holding in a 75-gallon aquarium with proper salinity, light, and extra calcium for the past month. And I have stacked it. As we all know in this hobby, I'll probably change it a million times, but I've stacked it in a way to add some interesting caves and some ledges for various corals. The majority of my tank, or my desire, is to have a reef tank, and I will have fish in it. However, fish and the need to have lots of swimming area is not my biggest priority. I also have spent considerable time hooking the tank up to my Aquacontroller, and I will show you on my laptop a graph of my temperature over the day. And I have 2 temperature probes. I have one in the refugium and one in the overflow portion of the main tank. And so as you can see, my main tank temperature is running consistently about 2 degrees Fahrenheit higher than my refugium temperature is running. And this dip is where I actually unplugged that temperature probe to do some rewiring, and it dipped, and it also sent me an email and a text message letting me know that supposedly the temperature in the main portion of my tank had dropped below my set limit, which was 75 degrees Fahrenheit. And so since it didn't receive a reading, it sent me that alert to notify me of that. In the tank in the refugium, I'm not running my protein skimmer right now, and I probably have a lot of adjustments that I want to make to that area, so I currently have it disconnected and I'm not running it quite yet. Of course, I don't really have a need for it right now, but I want to get that perfected before I get it running. In the next area, I just have it filled with excess live rock. I will remove some of that live rock and put it over into the skimmer area so that I have adequate room for a Chaeto in there. The next chamber, I have added a deep sand bed, and this sand that I used is pure white Fiji live reef sand. In the display tank on order, I have pure white Argonite live reef sand. In the next area, I have 3 probes. I have a temperature probe, a pH probe, and a connectivity probe. And then in the third area, I have a couple pieces of live rock along with a heater. I also have a heater over in the protein skimmer area and my return portion. You go up, I just kind of wanted to give a view of the different areas and the ways that I've stacked the live rock. I will have a deep sand bed in here of that Argonite sand, but for now, this is how it is currently running. You can see the beauty of this setup is that I can see it from all 3 sides, which means you get a wide variety of viewing and different areas that you can see. The other thing that we accomplished is really a temporary situation. I mentioned that I desire to have this light on a pulley type system with the ability actually to pull it out and to move it up and down. And when we went to add the live rock, the legs were just in the way. We needed to move the light up. So we temporarily have it on hooks and chain. We drilled holes and put bolts through the light. And so we have it hung this way until we build the rest of our system. Also temporarily, I will not have this out, at least not in this portion with a cord showing, but you can see we have the Aquacontroller, and it's showing right now the temperature of my refugium is 75.2 and the temperature in my main display is 77. My connectivity is 28.1, so I need to bring that up my pH right now is 8.22. Now I wanted to show real quick something cool that you can do with the Aquacontroller. I mean, you can do amazing things with this program, but for instance, I have set for my refugium light to come on when my main display tanks are off. So I have a reverse photosynthesis. And so if I go and temporarily just turn off the outlets where my metal halides are, so I'll manually turn that off, and my actinic, I'll turn that one off and then update it. And soon you will see where my lights turned off. And my refugium light comes on and my moonlight comes on. And so actually in the demo there's a delay because I actually have them programmed, timed off of each other to not manually do it, but to automatically do it. But you see this is essentially the effect, and amazing things once again you can do with this Aquacontroller. But this is the end of the results of day 9. Still have a lot of work to do, but I'm excited so far in the progress. We have to get our salinity where we want to be and make sure we have plenty of time to get proper bacteria built up and everything before we begin adding any livestock to the tank. But this is the slow process and the fun process of getting it all set up. So thanks for watching.